What up? Welcome back to Cool Kid TCG. Here we have a matchup today. Another mirror, Usopp versus Usopp. We don't see stage or searcher in the hand, so we're going to Mole. We lost the dice roll. We are going second. Yeah, I think you want to go first in this. I've gone back and forth because the idea is obviously the Rebecca Kyros play on 7 Dawn. You want to play that on curve. But maybe playing it second's better because you can answer what their first Kyros a little bit better. So I'm a little intrigued to see who goes second. I would have chosen to go first if I won the dice roll, but I'm intrigued to see how this goes. We start off kind of not a good hand. He starts up with the Rebecca Searcher, so he gets to search. He's going to grab a Cavendish. We're going to go to our 2 Dawn turn. And we don't have stage, we don't have any searchers, we don't have a play until next turn, but we do have Rebecca, so that's good. Zoro is normally a good card I would like to see early. We could pop that Barto blocker, but at the same time, we're just going to be that's essentially him blocking. So we're going to swing 7 life. He's going to take effect, draw a card, and we're going to tap 2 for Nadeo. We have 2 King Kong guns in hand, so that's a good card. I definitely want to see it, but I don't know if I want to see too early. He taps 1 for another Rebecca Searcher. He's going to grab a Frankie blocker. So he still hasn't found stage either. He's going to swing 5 life. We draw for turn, and or we draw because of that, and then we draw for turn. We do draw a Leo, so we're going to our 6 Dawn turn. We're going to tap 1. We don't have stage to rest, but we can rest leader. We're digging for stage, and we're going to be able to find it, as well as some other pieces. Thinking about what to grab. Gonna grab the Rebecca Searcher. Thinking about, because the idea here is I still want a Kyros. Gonna pitch to Zoro. Zoro's pretty much worthless now in the matchup because it normally is pretty good. It can pop a 4 cost, but all his 4 costs are gonna be 5 costs. We tap 1 for stage. We still have 4 Dawn. I could play the Frankie, which is what I'm going to do, and then we're gonna pass. I also thought about playing the Rebecca down. But ultimately, it felt like an inefficient use of Dawn because I would just tap the 1 for the Rebecca, and then depending on what I grab, that could be I would hope to grab a Kyros for the next turn, but then I would just have 3 Dawn standing. So I think it's better to establish the Frankie and potentially. Oh, he swings 5, and I give him the 1K counter. If he pops my Frankie, I can bring the Rebecca Searcher back. He's going to Rebecca. He's going to establish the Kyros to bounce the Frankie back to my hand. I get to draw for turn or for effect because of that, and also arrested Cavendish. We go to our 8 Dawn turn, and we do draw a Kyros. So we can Rebecca Kyros, probably Rebecca Kyra Cavendish, do the same play he just did, which isn't that strong of a play. Well, it is because we'll play the Rebecca, we draw the 1, we draw an Adeo. And then now what we can do is do the same play he just did. We're going to bounce the Frankie back to his hand, and we can swing our Kyros into his rested Cavendish. I probably should swing 10 into the 6. Because he gives me 2 2Ks, and I should have made it so he could. Yeah, I should have put the extra Dawn on Kyros and swing 10 to the 6 rather than 9 to the 6. But he had the counter anyways, because I put another Dawn on Usopp and swing, and yeah, he countered out. So he swings 6 into my 6. We get to draw a card. We draw stage. Unfortunately, our hand's kind of not looking the best. It's kind of bricked with 2K, 1K. He still has 9 Dawn. And he still has his Kyros swing, so I'm hoping I can keep my Kyros alive. I don't have a blocker, don't have a ton of counter in hand, so depending on how much counter he puts, he taps 1 for a Leo. He gets a search top 5, he rests his leader. He's digging, he still can't find stage. So that's an intriguing thing because none of his cards can. I have the advantage in that aspect, but his board is much better than mine. He's going to swing 9 into life. We'll take, no trigger, but it's another brick, another worthless card. He's going to Rebecca again, tap 7, draw a card. He's going to play Cavendish rested and Gear 4 Luffy active. That can attack active characters. So we go to our 10 Dawn turn. We don't have a great play. We can establish the Frankie blocker. We can establish an Adeo blocker. We still have the Kyros. I have 2 King Kong guns. At this point, I'm not near 15 cards in trash. His trash is he's been milling way stronger than I have been. So he has, like, you can see him counting. I think he's got 13, maybe 14 cards in trash. So he's just about in range of King Kong gun. And I'm like at 7 or 8. So I think the idea here is let's tap 3 for a King Kong gun. Let's start clearing some bodies. I'm going to swing 15 into his 9, so 6 plus. So I tap 3 for a King Kong gun to pop to kill his hero, so he gets to draw. We're gonna do the same thing again, I think, on the Rebecca and try to clear one of those Cavendishes. And then after that we can swing like 5 life and then maybe establish a Frankie blocker. That might be the move. Or we can establish 2 Adeo blockers. Instead, gonna keep that King Kong gun in hand. Let's swing 8 into one of the Cavendishes. Maybe I should have King Kong gunned and killed one of them with the Rebecca. We swing 8 into the 6. He gives 2k, 1k. And then now we have 4 Dawn. I could play the Frankie. I'm going to decide to play 2 Adeo blockers. 1 to get my hand size down to 5. And then 2 because it just makes it so if he plays like a Kyros, he's not bouncing my only blocker back. Going a little bit wider. Now he could like Rebecca, Kyros, Zoro and pop both of them. He swings 6 in the life. We're going to block and be able to draw. He swings another 6 in the life with Cavendish. Both times he's drawing 2, trashing 1. We're going to give him the 2k Sabo. He's going to tap 1 for stage. He finally found it. And he's going to tap 7 to play his 3rd straight Rebecca. And he's going to Rebecca into Kyros and Zoro. So he's able to pop my other blocker. And then now he has that Kyros swing. He still has 2 standing Dawn. And he's going to be able to swing, he swings just 9 into it. So we give him the Frankie blocker. But here's where we get into a bit of trouble because he swings 9. I'm going to give him the 2k. And he's able to restand that Luffy. And he's going to swing 9 again. And we have no counter. So now we're at the point where we're probably just lost the game on that turn. Because we lost our hand and we lost board. And then he swings 5 with life, and we draw a 2k. We do have a red rock. Trying to think about the best way to do this. Our hand's pretty messed up. The best course of action probably is to try to clear the Luffy. The Luffy's not going to restand next turn. I'm going to swing 6 into one of the Cavendishes, hoping he lets it die. He does. He gets to draw for turn. Now I think the idea here is we have 9 Dawn. I can red rock the Kyros and I can try to kill the Luffy with the King Kong gun, which is what I'm going to do. Our Rebecca gets buffed up to 10,000 power. And we're going to swing into the Luffy. Oh, he swings to the Cavendish instead. We're going to red rock the Luffy. Maybe I could have swung into the Luffy. Maybe that would have been better. Maybe I should have red rocked the Kyros because that Luffy wasn't going to restand again. He could return 7 though and restand it. But yeah, he's going to tap 1 for a Leo search. So I think maybe suboptimal play there. And maybe I should have been going for life. He's still at all 4 life. He's going to swing 7 into life. We have to take. He's going to swing 7 into life. We give 2k, 1k. Now we just have 2 cards in hand. They're bricks. He swings 9 into life. And he's still got like 8 Dawn. He could put it all on Leo. Instead, he did opt for a Frankie blocker for 4. And he's going to swing the Leo into the Rebecca. We do get to draw a card because of that, and then pass. So now our board's just the Leo. We're going to have one for a Leo of our own. We can grab two 7-cost Luffy's are there. Ultimately going to decide to grab the 2Ks, the Sabo and the Bartolomeo. Bartolomeo is also a blocker. We have 9 Dawn standing. We're going to pitch one of the stages in our hand. It's worthless now. We're going to swing 2 into his Leo, our Leo into his Leo. And we're going to swing 5 life. He gives us counter. And we're going to tap 9 in totality to play an army of Barto blockers. We have 3. We're just delaying the inevitable at this point. We've lost the game. But he taps 7 for the restand Luffy. That can attack active characters. He swings 7 into one of our Bartos, and then he's going to restand it, returning 7 cards from the trash at the bottom of his deck to swing into another one. Then he's going to swing like 7 life, and then just starts poking us. So we had the game. I think that this game was interesting. I mean, first off, Rebecca on 3 turns in a row. That's crazy. That's hard to deal with. We need to be able to keep up with that ourselves. And we didn't draw the cards that way. But also at the same time, he didn't see stage. This kind of was a close game because he was drawing good except for stage. And we had stage, so that's what kind of kept it even. And as soon as he got stage, it was over for us. He just was able to fully take control. I think I made some slight mistakes here and there. But yeah, I mean, ultimately, I think it was just like credit to the opponent. He beat us. And yeah. Let me know in the comments anything else I could have done differently. Any tips, anything like that. Thank you for tuning in, guys. I'll see you next time.